Alright guys, I'm back to show you what I did for my dubstep part of my remix for Above and Beyond's Blue Sky Action. So in my last video I kind of went over all the background space and the little bits that are going on in the background, just filling in space, but this time I wanted to focus on the actual wobbles. So in order for me to show you without all of the atmosphere, I'm going to just play the kick, snare, and wobbles at first. So really liquidy, slimy or something, whipping around the place, off time. I don't know. I made this completely from scratch, and I had absolutely no idea what it was going to sound like going in, and that's rare because generally I have some sort of idea. This time I just winged it and made something, probably one of the more creative things that I've ever done in my entire life. So here are the. So yeah, that's a lot going on. Basically, all that's happening in dubstep, for those of you who actually don't know what's going on, is just a basic sine wave of some sort, sound wave actually, not necessarily a sine. And then you're automating it. You're bringing out the low end, or you're bringing out the high end, and you're whipping it back and forth. That's what creates a wobble sound. And then obviously a slower wobble is just slower, but it's the same thing happening. High end coming in from no high end, that sort of thing. If you don't know what that means, there's a whole bunch that goes into that, so that's for basic understanding of sound design and the whole wobble thing. I use Massive, that's what I use. Everybody's on Serum, and I'm super jealous, just don't have the funds to get it, which is really kind of a bummer because it's awesome, and I've seen everybody work with it and it's amazing, but so I'm still out here using Massive for the little bit. So that's a basic wobble right there, show you guys what's going on in here. A lot of the times I don't even have any specific I don't have any idea what I'm gonna go for in Massive. I just start picking a sine or a sound wave over here, and then just start messing with it. You have intensities, the amp, which is the volume. So basically what I did, this is a performer down here, so you can draw in what the wave is doing or how the sound is getting automated. Once again, this is for people with pretty basic knowledge of sound design, and if you don't, it's kind of hard to keep up with, I know. But I went ahead and put this performer causing this fluctuation on a scream filter, which is giving it that's what gives it that upper sound, the higher sort of feel to it. The wavetable position, which is just the intensity sort of how that sound wave is coming out, same with the intensity, and then the amp as well, controlling the volume with that same exact fluctuation. Sine shaper, which just gives it a little bit more grit. Frequency shifter to give it a chorus feel, or flanger type of thing going on. It's an awesome one. AU5 uses it. Lots of dubstep artists use it. Frequency shifter in Massive. That'll give you one of the nastiest sounds you've ever made, guaranteed. Threw a chorus on top of that just to make it even worse or better, however you want to look at it. So that's just the basic. That's just to make the wobble, and then you throw some effects on top of those individually. So reverb, if you don't know what that is, basically it's the echo, like a hallway. Like if you hear music in a hallway, there's gonna be a lot of reverb in there. It's the echo, the sound replaying into the open air, in the distance, sort of thing. So yep. And then to make them really whipping around, that's what you see drawn in the red right here, all over the place. Different auto filters, which mean this is drawing in the sound. So no sound playing here because it's all the way at the bottom, to whipping up to all the sound almost up here. Same thing here, no sound whipping up. So that's what gives it that liquidy sort of connection. A lot of auto filter usage because it's just pulling in and out that sound, whipping it back and forth. go in between right and left. This was kind of something I sort of stumbled upon, because that's how I used to think that dubstep was made, was drawing in these in general. I didn't know you just could put a performer on in massive and it would do it all for you. So I put the two together and did the performer in massive and then controlled it with the auto filter, and it turned out to be extremely slimy, whippy. This sound over here, oh, wrong sound actually, here we go. So honestly, this was a weird one that I kind of bumped in there on accident too. To give it that offbeat sound. Oh. I started it on this second performer instead of starting it from one. You can move this yellow thing. Useful tip if you didn't know it. It's pretty basic as well, but yeah, in case you didn't know. I started from the second side, so it goes second one, second one, second one. That's instead of starting it from the front side, which would make it sound even. That's to give it that bouncy sort of head bounce feel. And yeah, so this one has a scream. Resonance is turned up. That's what gives it that high-end scream sound to it. Classic tube, just to make it sound grittier. Sign shaper, same thing, make it sound nastier. Some phase, always, pretty much on everything, just to give it more grit as well, make it sound bigger. Chorus, reverb, same sort of effects, just to make them all sound like they're in the same family, all tying together. Also a auto filter going on. I automated the reverb to make it go away in this sound actually, or the chorus I mean. So that's so it opens up to both ears to 100% as it plays out, so it's not just the same sound over and over and over and over. Giving your ears something to listen to. So that's pretty much it. A lot that goes into this, I know. Just wanted to give those of you who know Ableton, know sort of dubstep production, an idea of what I do. So hopefully it can help you create something awesome that I can listen to, because we all know we need new music and we are the ones who need to make it. So hope this guy's helped you.